that. Okay. Oops. So basically, I am going to talk about a little bit about aging. I think that's something, we've been talking a lot about some of things that menopause has caused, but I'd really like to talk a little bit about aging and what it means to get older, especially as a woman in this day and age. And yeah, so and put in the chat if you have any questions along the way, and open the chat up so I can see. And yeah, so today um I've been listening to a book by Louise Hay, and she has a chapter about aging, and I want to share some things that really hit home for me about getting older, not just going through menopause, but just being a woman older, getting older in this day and age. In a way, there is a youth culture in this country. I don't know about other countries, but it seems like there is a youth culture. And even though you know, we have a large population, the boomers that are in that age group, probably, late 50s and older. And um, I think it's time, that really we embraced our place. It's a place of honor almost, that, we are in this age group, that we have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of great things to share. And we can keep a place of self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, embrace that as being women, older women, because we have so much to give. Um, we we have, we can share so much, be so much, take our place in society. You know, we want an equality across generations. We don't want all the emphasis on being in one generation, because we all have gifts, right, to share. And the generation that we are in, we have so much to share, so much wisdom and experience. We are not going downhill. We are in a plane, a different plane than another generation. And we have so much to offer to this world. And I think, many women I talk to, there's a fear about aging, about getting older. What's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to our bodies? But it's the same expression I always give: where your mind goes, your energy flows. And there's been a lot of research that shows when you decide what your middle age is, your brain thinks at first, oh, I'm in middle age, and your body will follow. So if you're thinking, your mind and your affirmations, I'm still young, I still feel good, I feel well, not fear of being sick or breaking something, or what's going to happen to you, like if you can't take care of yourself. If you keep in your mind that those things aren't going to happen, that you are going to be able to take care of yourself, in the long term, it's your brain is telling your body, yes, I can do this. I can do this for a long time. People are living longer and longer, especially women. There's more centenarians, people who live over 100. There used to be just a few, and now there's thousands of people that live to over 100. So part of it is a mind game, or not a mind game, but where your affirmations are. If you think, I'm going to be healthy as I age, I'm going to, take care of my body, I'm going to eat well, everything is going to go well, that is the affirmation you send out into the world. This is the second half of our lives. They can be even more wonderful than the first half of our lives. And, there are treasure years. You think about it in a way. We've worked a long time. We've got experience. We've we have so much to share. Maybe we have new people in our lives, like grandchildren to share our lives with, spoil a little bit, or other things. Maybe we have more free time. Maybe you're retired now, you have more free time to do things. But whatever you believe is middle age, your body will respond. So you think about it. Am I going to continue a healthy, productive life? And if you believe that and you affirm it to the world, then, that's an affirmation that you put out to the universe, and the universe responds. And I talked about centenarians. There's more centenarians in the world than ever, more and more, a bigger population every year. So you think about how many years you've been on the planet. That how many years on this planet should not dictate how your life will be now or in the future. So, we maybe as we get older, we don't feel as many pressures of standards of society. Maybe we had to live up to a certain, I don't know, what was expected of us when we were younger. But I think as we get older, those pressures of society and standards of how we should behave, how we should look, how we should dress. I know I decided a while ago, I'm not going to wear dark colors, black anymore. As I age, I want to wear bright colors. I want to really express myself in and be bright and colorful. And that's what, in my clothes, where I used to wear, well, I wore a uniform at work, but then I used to wear a lot of darker colors. I didn't wear a lot of color. And now it's like, I want to wear all those colors. The other thing is how you look at your body. Yes, it's aging. Maybe it doesn't look as young as it used to, your skin or your hair or things like that. But, that is superficial. That is, the body is the container for our soul, right? Our soul is still, the same lively person we have always been. Yes, maybe the body's getting to look older, get a little grayer and things like that. But we want to be positive of our body. If we're very negative about our body, then that negative energy comes back into the body. You put down your feet, maybe your feet won't respond anymore. So we need to love our body, however, it is aging. Say affirmative actions. If there's a certain part of your body that, you have been saying negative things about, every day, say a positive thing, say a positive affirmation. And we want to be positive in our affirmation. We don't say, I don't want to get old. Well, then you're going to get old because you're putting your energy into the aging. If you say, I want to be young and lively, and that's an affirmation. So you want it to all be positive affirmations, in your life. So the thing about the body, it's superficial, right? All those things are superficial, the right makeup, the right clothes, it's all superficial. It's just that shell of the soul. And if you can look at that way, it gets us places. The body does a lot for us, takes care of us, carries us around. And, if we can look at the body, even as it's aging, that as a positive thing, that we can take care of it. It's a beautiful body, no matter what age, no matter how many years you've been on this planet. These, again, I like to say, are the treasure years. Or I learned this from Louise Hay. These are our treasure years. We want to be a wonderful elder, somebody, that can respond to what's going on in the world. I think I'm trying to think what Louise said, something like an elder of significance. We're golden elders, however we want to say it, we have so much to offer. So if you can look at these years, these aging years, as treasure years. Oh, here it is, an elder of excellence. So think about that. How can I am going to be an elder of excellence. What does that mean to you, being an elder of excellence in this day and age? These can be the most rewarding years, because many times we have the choice on how we spend our time, right? That things we can do. We can be a strong, active part of society, no matter what age. We want to continue to give back. What do you look forward to next year or in 5 years or 10 years? What do you really look forward to? Think about that. How do you want to live these years out? What do you want to offer to society? What contribution are you making now? And what contribution can you make in the future? What are those things that you think you have such skills, or what do you have to give to the world? You think about the treasures you have within. What can be shared? What can be shared to make a positive change? We can change the rules, right? On anything. What do you see as an impact to the world right now, or in your own community? What is going on that you have to offer that you can make a positive change? How can you be the change you want to see in the world, right? From the old expression from Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. What do you want to see happen in the future? That is so important. Having, that thought, because that what you put out again into the universe comes back. What you put out into the world comes back. The other thing is, choose it. It is a choice. Choose what you were meant to do. What were you meant to do to leave in this world? We only have, we have certain amount of days on this earth. It's a finite amount. We don't know how many days we have, but what can you do positively with these days that you are spending here on earth? What can you do to leave behind and make a positive impact, right? It's not so much, but what was the expression I just read the other day? It's not you leaving the earth, it's what you leave in others' hearts, right? So, that's the carry on. So think about it. What do you want to do now and into the future with these days left on earth? And you could write that down or make a list of things that you would really want to do, to create, to share, that something, or many, maybe a lot of some things that you can share with the world. When we leave this planet, what do you want to leave behind? The other question is, how do you want to die? I think a lot of us don't even think about that. Where do we want to die? Do we want to just lay down one day, maybe have a party, or have been out with friends, or spend a beautiful day outside, whatever, the ideal day is, and then lay down in your bed and you go to sleep. You go to the final sleep. That's probably the ideal we all have. Our idea of how we want to die, wouldn't be probably in a hospital hooked up to tubes, or not knowing what's going on, that kind of thing. So really think about how you want to die. How do you want to leave this earth? Because that same thing is, you put that energy out, you put that vision out to the world, and the universe responds. It's all about the energy of the moment. Keeping this positive energy going out into the world, it has reverberations into your body and into your life. So I know I've covered a lot, maybe some deeper things than you wanted to think about today, but I hope this gets you thinking about the future, what your future looks like in, the second half of our lives. It can be so rewarding, so positive, so full of experiences. Think about that true experience, and how you can give and share yourself in the last half of our lives. What can you do? What can you share? So important. All right. Well, I hope I don't see any questions. If you have any questions or comments, I hope you comment. I wasn't able to stream this to Facebook, but I will put this recording up in Facebook. So please comment. Oh, I just had the question about what Louise Hay book I like best. The last one I read was called Empowering Women. And she has a lot of chapters on a lot of topics, but she has a chapter about aging. And that's kind of what I used to talk about today. But she's written some wonderful, wonderful books, but it's called Empowering Women. And I really, really love that one. And anyway, I hope you have a good night and let me know. I just really would be interested if you comments or message me about what you thought about this talk and what your thoughts are about aging. I'm really, really interested. So, okay, everybody, we'll see you next week. Same time, same station. All right, take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.